So listen, I got a little bit of tea. So I don't know if you drove past Maldini's or not, but all the sprays are gone. Um,
Okay.
I went down to go grab some gas down in Little Seoul, and as I'm grabbing gas, Vinny pulls up behind me, and he goes OTT, and I knew like it was all gonna boil back down to this fucking photo. So he presses me and he's like, you know, what's up? What's this I'm hearing about and that I'm seeing and hearing about you being in Maldini's when GG was spraying up our establishment. And I said, yeah, man, I went down there to go grab some food, and I noticed that there was a King spray there at one of the booths. We called it the King's booth, and you know, we sat down and a picture was taken, and then you know, it was twatted out.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, you think that's funny? I was like, well, I don't necessarily think it's funny, but like, you know, I was just down there to, you know, see what was going on, basically grabbing the tea, getting the tea and stuff, just hanging out, doing whatever. And he pretty much said like, you should mind your own business and blah blah blah. And he then went and said, so you think it's funny? Like you think it's funny that like GG's down there doing this stuff, and I'm hearing that you're in there laughing and chumming and going on? And I said, well, you know what, Vinny? Yeah, I do actually. I do. And I was down there, but I didn't do anything. You know, I was just down there doing whatever. And then he said, oh, fucking trash Southside gangs. And I said, oh, really? And I was like, I was like, you know, I don't know why you're all in your feelings about it. He's like, well, I'm not in my feelings. And I was like, oh, really? He was like, yeah. And he kept calling us, you know, trash. And I said, well, Vinny, what about the times that that you were down in the South Side when we were fighting GSF, and you're dressing up like GSF and memeing us and getting into our business? He said, well, we're Chang Gang. We can do whatever we want.
Oh.
You're fucking Southside trash. And I said, well, what are you going to fucking do about it? Why don't you do something about it? And he didn't say anything, right? And then I just got in my car and I dipped.
There's no way you said we're Chang Gang. We can. Did you actually say that?
Oh, 100. Oh, he did. Oh, and if you want proof, go ask the Ballers.
No, I believe
the Ballers
you. I
were
believe
there.
you. I
didn't even know Ballers were there. And apparently the Ballers were there, and he turned around and told the Ballers that they're trash too and a dead gang. And then Miguel, I guess from Hydra, was talking shit to them as well. So then the Ballers came down here when I left, and they said, whoa, 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 what was all that about? I saw that you and Vinny were fucking having words, and then they gave it to us. And I said, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're on right now. But apparently, you know, they just look down. And it's funny enough, I had a meeting with Marty, I think yesterday, and I told Marty about Hydra coming down here to the South Side, which I didn't have a problem with. And I told Marty that, like, you know, you should get everything that you can out of this deal if they want to take that apartment complex in behind GG, because it feels as though the Northside gangs look down upon us like they're better than us. And here we are. The next day, these motherfuckers are saying this stuff about Southside and Southside gangs. And I told the Ballers, I was like, dude, if they want to make this a problem with the Southside gangs, I don't give a fuck. I'll get in a car right now with GG and Ballers and go get sprays and spray up Maldini's collectively. If they really want it to be about this,
But,
I mean, I can.
You know, why don't they, right? Instead of going around calling every Southside gang trash and saying this or that, why don't they go after the person, or the people, should I say, that like undercutting the market, fucking up their customers, their prices, spraying up their business? Why don't they go after that person? Why are they going after everybody else but those people? You know what I mean?
Because they're scared, bro. They want to go after what they think are the weak links. That's pretty much it, and that's just the facts. And that ain't me talking out my ass. They have a history of doing this stuff. They just passed the buck. They've done it to me in the past. There was like a thing way back in the day when we all had these Southside Alliance bullshit that was going on, and I was the only person that got fucking shot because they didn't really want the smoke from the other groups. And that's just the cold hard truth. So they feel more comfortable talking shit to the gangs that they think they can spit on.
So they're just going around calling every Southside gang trash now because the business got sprayed up, basically? And someone took some pictures?
Yep. That's pretty much it.
Well.
So anyway, I ordered a shit ton of guns, so I got a bunch of guns coming. And if they want to make it a problem, then it'll be a problem. If they don't want to make it a problem, I'm totally fine.
If you need anything else, I'll give it to you for cost. Like grapple guns, anything else. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Not forever, but for now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, if we have a common enemy, I mean, it makes
Yeah,
sense, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But as of right now, I don't consider them an enemy. But like, for the first time in foreverdom, I just stood my ground. Like I was just like, fucking do something about it, then, bro. I'm tired of being a fucking scapegoat. I really don't care. No matter how much respect I show Changang and the things that I let slide and the things that we've done for them in the past, Vinny always jumps the gun when it comes to me. Always, all the time. It's just like immediately fuck OTT. So you know what? Fuck them. I really don't. I really don't care.
You know what?
And I got mad love and respect for Mr. K, and he's normally not part of any of this. He'll fucking wake up and go, "What the fuck is going on?" But it's the other ones.
You know what I don't get? Listen, I heard them over speak, and I don't know if you know our business, right? But we're like slightly under the value of everybody else, so we get some customers. Now they believe that the only reason we're doing that is to poke them, to poke the bear, right? But like, they blame us for doing that, but it's cool for them to go around shit talking every single fucking Southside gang, poking every single Southside gang by shedding on them, and that's fine. But if we do something, we're poking them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Fact. It's just because they look down upon us. That's all it is. That's all it is. And dude, the cold hard truth is this: Changang is not what they used to be. They're just not. They're not as strong as they used to be. I think that I don't think that they're the top dog in the city in terms of firepower. They're definitely still the top dog in terms of business and connections. They'll always do that, and they work hard, and I get that, and I respect them for that. But when it comes to actually banging it out, if they can't use other groups to fill in cars to have numbers, they're getting mopped for the most part by several groups. I truly believe that. And I think that insecurities that they have, they like to throw around their power to make other groups feel smaller, to almost convince us that we don't stand a chance against them. When in reality, I'm actually not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not backing down. So it is what it is. Respect will only get you to go so far.
I agree. I agree.
All right, well, I thought I'd just update you on that. I know the Ballers ain't happy. I mean, we're obviously not happy. I'm not going to get in a car and go fucking shoot Changang, though. Like, it's not that deep. But if somebody comes down, like if they were to come down here and call us fucking dog shit gang and we're dead and whatnot, or whatever adjective they want to use to describe us, then I'm going to pull out a deagle and someone's getting shot. I really don't care.
Okay, well, listen. You need deagles, you do whatever the fuck you need, you let me know, all right?
Will do.
But yeah, appreciate you. Some good
Anytime,
stuff
baby.
to know. Good stuff to know.